and today we're going to be talking about zoanthids. So a lot of people love zoas. They're very colorful, very easy to keep corals. Generally speaking, they love moderate to high flow. They can do low flow as well. They like moderate to high light. They can do low light as well. It just depends on the species you have. The morphs, some morphs don't really like high light, stuff like that. So one of the main things that I have been asked is, what do I do when my zoanthids close up and don't want to open up again? Well, there's a couple things you can do. There's a couple treatments. I had that same problem and I went to my local fish store here in Orlando, and one of my buddies that works there basically told me what they used to do at Worldwide Corals and what they do at that shop, what they do when their zoas act up, or what they do when to prevent this. So it's actually really simple, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it today.
Hey guys, welcome back. So I wanted to do a quick video kind of stating a problem that I'm having and a possible solution, and anyone who has tried this solution, I hope will comment and let me know how it worked for them. So I'm a bit on a zoanthid craze, and so I've been getting all these different types of zoas. Like I have speckled cracks, I have like a lot of different other zoas. I'm not going to go through them all, but anyways, I've been having this problem where some of my zoas, like this guy, just won't open up, and they've been closed for a long time, and I've had them, like, I've dipped them when I got them. I dipped them in hydrogen peroxide 3%. I then switched them into a dip with iodine in it, and I switched them into the Coral Revive, which is right here. So I do that in succession. So like I'll leave them in the hydrogen peroxide for like a minute or two, a couple minutes, until they're like fizzing for a little bit. Then I'll put them in the iodine solution, then I'll put them in the Revive solution. They're all separate baths, and I do that to every single zoa that I get, to avoid like any parasites, any bacterial infections, stuff like that. And most of them do well. So like most of my zoas are open, most of all of them, except these and these that fell off the rack. So I went to my local fish store and I talked to one of the workers. He used to work at WWC, and he works at my local fish store here in Orlando. And he told me that they sometimes encounter this problem from time to time at both stores. So what they do is they treat their tanks with chemi-clean. So I have some chemi-clean right here. And he was telling me that at WWC they won't treat the whole tank because it would take way too much chemi-clean to treat all of their thousands of gallons and all that stuff. So what they do is they move all of their zoas to a 40-gallon breeder, where then they treat with chemi-clean. And chemi-clean is an oxidizer, so it takes about 2 days to work, and you need to aerate well, and it is an antibacterial. So many times it is a bacterial problem that is ailing zoas, and it will disturb them to the point where they just won't open up anymore. And that's what's, I think, has been happening with this guy. So I asked him what if it can be zoopox, and he's like, well, typically your zoanthid will stay open with zoopox. You will not notice zoopox unless you look at it at night under a red torch, and you can see the pimple-like pustules on the base of the zoa. And he said when you see that, then you know it's zoopox. But otherwise, usually it's going to be some sort of a bacteria, messing with them. So, and then a little wrasse, so he's like, give it a shot and let me know how it goes. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to treat this whole tank, this 50-gallon tank, because even though this stuff is safe to use, I do not have the need to treat this whole system, and I don't want to deal with my skimmer going crazy and all that stuff and anything else possibly going wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate this Zoa and then the Zoa that fell down. I'm going to isolate them in a tank for 2 days, in a small tank in my room for 2 days, and then we'll see how they do. So let me put them in that other tank and let's go over there. Alright, so sorry for the unclean glass and all that, but I have these in the 7-gallon in my room, and I'm going to place them right in the middle of the sand bed. Right here, sorry, I'm trying to do this all one-handed. Alright, right in the middle there. And as you can see, I really don't have much else in this, except for like Kenya trees and all that. One of which I'm going to be putting in the other tank. So I'm going to treat this tank with chemi clean, and then we'll wait 2 days and see if they open up. All right. So we're about to dissolve the chemi clean in, and it's about, the instructions say about 1 little scoop to a cup of tank water. This isn't exactly a cup, but it'll have to do per 10 gallons. Now I have a 7-gallon in my room, so I'm going to do a tiny bit less than a scoop. And so we have our scoop. I'm just going to pour that in there. All right. Then I'm just going to give it a stir with this pipette. Alright, and then you're supposed to, oh, it's still not dissolved fully. This stuff is kind of smelly. So now we're going to put this in the tank. Alright, so here we are, we're going to dump it in the tank. The liquid is clear. I remember it being yellow. I guess they got rid of the yellow. So we're going to pour this in the tank. Alright, so you should have the pretty good aeration in the tank. There's water movement up here. I moved the nozzles, the return nozzles up to provide more surface agitation, and then there's surface agitation back there, and it's pretty good. It's better than normal. So now I wait 2 days, and then I do a 20% water change, and in about 2 days they should be all good to go. So all right, I'll keep you guys posted. Here's a video of them before, so they're all closed up. All right, so let's see what happens in about 2 days. Cool. All right, guys, so here we are 1 day, pretty much the next day after I treated this tank. So everything is doing all right. I mean, these Zoas don't really seem affected. These guys are still closed up. So hopefully we see a change in a day or 2. I took the big Kenya tree out. This Kenya tree seems to be doing fine. So obviously chemi clean doesn't really hurt anything in the tank. But we'll see how well these guys do when I switch them back over after a day of treatment. After another day of treatment. Alright guys, so the tank is cloudy. I did a water change, and I'm going to proceed with the second treatment of chemi clean. Alright, so we're just going to pour the rest of this in. Alright. Hopefully I'll give it about 2 more days. These Zoas will be good. One of them is already showing signs of opening back up. I'll give them a quick dip and revive, and then they should be good to go in the big tank. Alright guys, so this is about a day or 2 after the second round of treatment with the chemi clean. I put the Zoas back in the 50-gallon lagoon, and here we are. So the afflicted Zoas are this guy right here, and then this guy, and I think I have a picture of him before he closed up. So if it weren't for the chemi clean, he'd probably still be closed up and he'd probably be dying. So hopefully they get back on track. I don't have a picture of him. Oh, sorry. Don't have a picture of him right there, but he was like dotted blue, like dark background, dotted blue with a purple center. He was really nice. So basically I think the ChemiClean really helped, and I dosed this 50-gallon tank with ChemiClean as well, and gave it 2 treatments, and some of the Zoas that I got in weren't opening up, and now they pretty much all are, except for that little guy right there in the middle. He hasn't opened up. I think I'm gonna do a Furan 2 dip, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do Furan 2 later if your Zoas do not respond to the ChemiClean. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions on this treatment, if I didn't elaborate enough, please let me know. I'll try to elaborate through writing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and now you guys know what to do when your Zoas are not opening up fully for a couple days. So stay safe, guys. See you in the next one.